We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
and I'm Jill DeWitt, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode 2244. Today, Jill and I talk about why you're killing your own deals without a CRM. Boy, I'll tell you what, in our business, deadlines and organization are the difference between people who make a ton of money and people who have the greatest intentions but just can't kind of get it off the ground. It just all comes down to organization, and the CRM is the greatest thing ever. I'll tell you, without getting too far into it, I did not have a CRM in my original land business in the 90s until I joined forces with a partner who brought in a crude version of a CRM that we developed in Microsoft Access. And then I joined forces with Jill in the late 2000s. And she brought in her life of corporate sales.
Thanks.
And geez, what a change. Now, oh my gosh. So if you don't have a CRM and you're doing a few deals a year, or you're in the planning stages of developing your land business or any type of business, really, stick around. This is a really informative. Hey, all week this week, it's Land Hacks Week. I came up with these topics with our customer service team here at Land Academy, and this is what we've got. Monday, you already know we're talking about CRMs. Tuesday, we're talking about data-driven versus gut-driven investing and why that could crush your soul if you let it. We thrive on data here, not on feelings. Wednesday, why we don't negotiate land or house transactions. We let the mailer do that for us. Thursday, Jill's update on land she's got an updated land script for 2025, and here's a spoiler alert. Why are you selling? It's one of the first things that she'll talk about. One of the first things she talks about when she talks to a seller. What's the deal? Why are you selling? And then Friday, working with your spouse. That'll be fun.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Lessons completed, or lessons from completing 16,000 real estate deals / with this person you're supposed to like at work.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at the topics. That's really, I thought you made that up for a second. I thought you could see my burnt out face today. I'm having a rough day, and I thought you were I'm working with your spouse, especially when they're bitchy. You can talk all about that.
I could rewrite, if you'd like to, rewrite the topics we're supposed to talk about this week. They won't be the ones I just said.
I think that would be good.
Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum, and we take a deep dive into land-related topics by popular request.
All right, Joseph wrote, I have a legal question for the group. I've just informed a seller that I won't be proceeding with the purchase due to various problems that I found with the property. I just received the signed purchase agreement yesterday, and today, rather than opening escrow, I'm canceling the contract. In the contract, there's a deposit required once escrow is opened with the title company. He's demanding his deposit and saying I'll hear from his lawyers. My question is, do I need to send any sort of termination letter as it states in the contract, or since we never opened escrow, do I need to do anything? I'm within the 14-day termination period. Thoughts? Okay, whatever Joseph is using is way more advanced and way more in-depth and has a lot more requirements than what we use. So I have to say, first of all, I would never use a contract that has all those hoops you got to jump through anyway. Like, I'm promising this in 14 days and I'll do that and I'll give you a deposit. I don't do any of that. None of that at all. So mine is really short and sweet. If I like it, it meets my requirements. You're going to talk more about this. We move forward. That's what it says, and that's it.
Yeah, so it's kind of what Jill said, but I'm having a better day than she is, so
yeah.
I'll soften it a little.
This is going to be good.
This is a real popular topic in Discord, on the Land Academy Discord forum. A lot of people had a lot of things to say, and what they said, the synopsis version is this: don't worry about it. We have a contract that says we will purchase your property if we agree with everything, if all the stuff that we looked into prior to buying your property, and it's a real simple way of saying it's got to pass our due diligence tests all the way through, up to including the day of closing, we reserve the right to not buy the property.
It meets our best, meet our approval.
And I don't know the exact sentence, but I wrote it a lot of years ago, and it's held up entirely for 16,000 transactions or some version of that. So don't worry about it.
Well, you know what? I'm wondering, he's doing something different. We send a purchase agreement, he's doing some sort of a contract. Now, you could argue that a purchase agreement is a contract. Yes, I get that. But it's making me think he's using some thicker, something that either he created or got from somebody else. And that's requiring all this stuff. So my second point is don't do that. Don't paint yourself in a corner here.
For all of you, please go to offers to owners, the offers to number 2 owners.com, and go to research, I think, or forums or something like that. Templates, yeah. The agreement that we use is in there.
Yeah, copy ours.
And to this day, it's the agreement that Jill and I used to send out. It's a mailer. It's in the mailer. So what it says is, we're going to look at the property. Here's my signature. I'm going to buy your property. We reserve the right to not buy the property if we don't want to, for
There's
a lot of
like 5
reasons.
things on there, and it's real easy.
Super simple.
Yeah.
There's what Jill's talking about is often an escrow agent will say, hey, I know you submitted this thing, but we usually use this purchase agreement or contract. How about I send it to you and you sign it? And some people just say, okay. And maybe that's what happened here. Maybe this guy's a real estate agent. Joseph's
But he
a
didn't
real
open
estate agent.
escrow.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Yeah. Today's topic, why you're killing your own deals without a CRM. As I said earlier, I have a long history of attempting to buy and sell land incorrectly. And like most things, when I started out, I didn't have a CRM. We just put everything in Excel and worked our way through these transactions. And luckily, it worked out. Luckily. Today, fast forward to today, we have, Jill has taken all of her life's knowledge, professional sales, corporate sales knowledge, and developed we have a bunch of people on our staff that are former escrow. They have had roles in the escrow industry, and they developed a Airtable template that works incredibly well for us, which we provide to Land Academy members, I think, right?
It's free for Land Academy people.
And so one of the things that sticks out about this specific CRM versus CRMs that I've used in the past or tried to use is that you can share this with VAs, virtual assistants. You can share it if you wanted to with a seller, with the person that you're selling the property to if you felt like you needed to do that. So, and it's so flexible. Airtable specifically is so flexible.
Well, the main point today is why you're killing your own deals without a CRM is there's really, without using some sort of CRM, it's darn near impossible to stay on top of your follow-up and stay on top of your deal flow. That's the whole point. And what we have done up until now is, like Jack painted the picture back in the day, there was none. It was probably sticky notes. And that evolved to a former partner, and they actually did create their own system. And I remember that. We would be remotely VPNing into the system, and that was acquisition, engineering, and sales. It just had 3 systems you were pushing the property through, and 3 was better than 0, or sticky notes, or trying to remember it all. So that was at least a step up. It evolved, and all along the way, there's different versions of spreadsheets within those to keep track of properties. How I would move things to the top and move things to the bottom, depending where they were in the process. Like I knew I needed it. It just didn't exist for what we were trying to do. And then we would create, I think we've done our own things too. We had something else before Airtable, but now we've landed on Airtable. We've been using that happily for quite a few years. However, it's still not custom built for us, and it only does one thing. So, spoiler alert, we are developing our own.
Yeah.
So I'll just leak that right now. If you're listening, you're the first to know that we are creating our own version of a CRM on steroids that will handle properties of all kind. I don't care what it is, land or house or apartment building. And then there's much more that's involved and included that what we need at Land Academy to get a deal done start to finish. How about even dream about a deal. Even
It's
dreaming
way more than a
about it.
CRM.
Yeah.
It's an end-to-end solution for
Yeah.
getting mail out, buying houses or land or whatever type of real estate, opening escrow, all of it, everything in between, finding a real
Yeah.
estate agent. We're about 40% into the development stage, and every time we have a meeting, Jill and I, our jaws are on the desk. So
Yes.
it's pretty impressive.
It's kind of like Land Academy. It's like when we sat down to do Land Academy, we said, okay, do we include this? Do we include that? And we just decided, let's just throw it all in there. So it's a lot, but it's everything that we know that you need to start and build or grow your own land investment company. That's Land Academy. So we're doing the same kind of thing with that, with our own tool, if you will. I don't know what we haven't named it yet. So that's coming. But it will be everything. It'll be awesome. And you've got to have, just to wrap up for today, the point is you have to stay on top of these. You can't expect your own loose little calendar, whether it's on your phone or in your wallet or on your desk or in a spreadsheet, to help you manage the callbacks, the escrows opening, the escrows closing, the mail going out and everything. It just is too much. You need a bigger, all-inclusive place to help you stay on track, and that's what it does.
Around the office, we call this new product the Pizza Tracker. If you've never ordered a pizza from Domino's, please do that. Do it on the app, or online, on a computer, and you'll see the stages of the pizza being made until it arrives at your doorstep. If you're not picking it up. And that's what your real estate deal needs to look like.
Yeah. And pushing along like, oh, why is this flashing orange? Oh, shoot, the mail didn't go out. Duh.
Yeah.
Or they're waiting a callback from me. Got it.
Deadlines. I have been a deadline-oriented person. We all were. We all were in high school. The papers due. We're going to have a test on this day. This is whatever, But we lose track of that for whatever reason after school, after we get out of school, however long it took you to get through school. I don't know why. That's something I really seriously picked up for school, and I just think the world stops without a deadline.
Well, you have to. It depends. If you work for a boss, hopefully you work for somebody else. You have deadlines. When you're your own boss, you have to create your own deadlines. I think that's where it gets hard.
Deadlines.
You're like, oh, I got to make my own deadlines now. Yep. Yeah, you do, or nothing's getting done.
Join us tomorrow, where Jill and I discuss data-driven versus gut-driven investing. Why guessing could sink you. You are not alone in your real estate ambition. We are Jack and Jill. Information
And inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable, and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.